which I found out I'm so excited for. I'm going to the Masters this year because I have a wonderful opportunity to go back. I know. I'm so excited.
Don't tell Jarrett Stoll.
I get to bring Scott Thompson again, my father, who, because the Masters, reconfiguration with COVID and everything last year, my dad, we went 3 years ago to when Tiger won. Lionel Richie is performing this small intimate concert with like 60 people. I get on stage like a total lunatic and I'm like singing with him. Condoleezza Rice's mom was there, like John Hamm. It was like a whole
amazing
group. Then my dad, so then I'm like, so I take my dad to the Masters, which is like any daughter's like, Dad, you're never getting a Christmas present. You're never getting a birthday present. Like, this is it, buddy. Then Tiger wins the Masters. And I'm like, I remember walking off Augusta International and I was like, well, that was pretty good, right, Dad? And he's like, that was amazing. Then this wonderful guy, his name's Drew, he's the CEO of Mercedes. He was like, Scotty, you got to come back and golf next year. And I was like, that means I have to come back. And I know most people will be like, oh, you have to go back to the Masters. Dude, I was there from Wednesday to Sunday. Like, that's enough golf for me, right? But I found out Drew Brees, Wayne Gretzky, and Joe Montana, I'm going to moderate a panel with those three beauties at the Masters.
Golly.
So I'm looking forward to that in that setting. Because you know how that goes. Those guys, once they have a few cocktails and hang out, they're always a good time. So I will let you know how that goes.
That's awesome. I have to brag about you really quick because my husband loves this story. Go back to when you went to the Masters. You were in that prime spot. I'm so ignorant when it comes to golf. My husband is dying when he sees you on television and you're in a lot of famous pictures. Tell the story about how you got it. Go. This is amazing.
All right. So the Masters, in the words of Jim Nance, a tradition unlike any other. And I'm telling you, this is the most...
like Jim. Whisper it. It's a tradition.
I can't whisper anything.
Like no other.
A tradition like no other. I should learn to whisper. Am I yelling? So the Masters, you have a ticket into the tournament, but you don't have like assigned seats, right? It's unlike, any other event where you're like looking on your ticket and you're like row 3, seat A, whatever.
Yeah.
You have to wake up at the crack of dawn and go get in line right outside the gates of the Masters. And then they open up the gates at like 6 a.m. And who's ever standing there first, you don't run to where you want to put your seats down. You have to walk. And I'm like on a speed walk here at like 6 a.m. with my 2 little lawn chairs so my dad can have prime seating on Amen Corner. Now, Amen Corner is a turn very like famous at Augusta because it's where it either makes or breaks the tournament. Very like tough terrain. You have to hit it over the water, the whole thing. Well, this was actually the turn where guys just like Koepka like ate shit. Like there was like a bunch of guys that fell off the leaderboard and all of a sudden here comes Tiger. Boom. He's like in contention and he just nails it. So then we turn and we go to 16. I think he birdies 16. He ends up winning the tournament, but he won.
Are you already in your spot?
We were sitting front row at Amen Corner. And I like looked over at my dad and my dad's like, this is amazing. So again, Dad, why don't we just accept the walk-off Grand Slam we got from a couple years ago? But no, Scotty gets to golf at Augusta this year. So we're going back and it will be great. But yeah, any man that loves golf, my husband loves golf and he's like, hey, if your dad ever doesn't want to go, I'm like, he's never not going to want to go, Kyle. But
it's amazing. I went and we could save that for another time. The Norths, Andy North, Sue North, wonderful people. I was in Atlanta. I drove up and I know nothing about golf. It embarrasses my husband, but it's fine. I drank more azaleas than I think one should drink.
Azaleas? That's a plant.
No, it's the drink that they have at the Masters.
That's not what I was drinking.
Yeah, I was. And I had way too many. And it was fantastic. And I was like, they were getting ready to start it. And I was like, hey, let's go watch the puck drop or kickoff. Like, let's go see this thing. It was cool. I loved it. I had a good time. No cell phones allowed.
The Masters is incredible. One thing about the Masters real quick, and then we got to get going here. The bathroom lines. No other bathroom line. I don't know if you remember this as someone who was also drinking copious amounts of alcohol, clearly more like Coors Lights or whatever they were. I had to go to the bathroom all the time, but they run those bathroom lines so efficiently. They like hold up a thing and they're like 3 minutes. And so you know how long you have to wait. I was so impressed the way they ran this tournament. Also, you're not allowed to have your cell phones in there.
Yeah.
So it's the only event where everyone's actually paying attention. It is a tradition unlike any other.
I didn't have a bathroom line because with the Norths, I got to go to those private cabins.
This broad. Here we go.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.